Okay, guys, I want to go over a couple different things really quick. I've been getting tons and tons of questions inside of the dashboard, and everybody keeps asking me, how do I get new clients, okay? How do I go out and prospect, and how do I actually get new clients for my agency? So today, first part of this lesson, I'm going to go over 3 different tactics that you guys can use today to go out and actually get more clients for your agency. For those of you guys who don't know, DashClicks, before I jump into that, DashClicks is essentially a white label platform that helps agencies scale, right? So you as an agency can go right inside of DashClicks, you can purchase services, have our team white label fulfill all the services for your clients, and then actually scale your agency. You don't have to worry about all the fulfilling and all the hiring new employees and going through that entire headache. We take care of all that for you. You guys can just drop into clients and run with it, okay? So for those of you guys who don't know, Social Agency, which is our main company, it's our retail agency, has been open for almost about 10 years. We're about to hit a decade, guys, okay? So all of these tactics that I'm going to be going over with you guys, these are all stuff that we actually use within our retail agencies. So this is stuff that we use on a day-to-day basis to actually go out and get new clients, okay? Now, I know most of you guys who are probably in the platform are mostly beginners, and I would say entry level. You might be just starting an agency, or you might be in the process where you have a couple or a handful of clients and you're working on scaling your way up, right? So I'm going to go over 3 tactics that we use within our agency, all the way from the beginning of our agency, all the way till still today that we use to generate clients, right? So I'm going to go over 3 of them. First one, guys, that we're going to be going after is cold calling. Okay? Second one, walk-ins. Third one, Facebook ads. Now, are you guys doing any of this 3? If you're doing cold calling right now, go ahead and put 1. If you're doing walk-ins, put 2. If you're doing Facebook ads, put 3. If you're doing all 3, put 1, 2, 3. If you're doing one or the other, put 1 and a 3. Go ahead and drop in what is it that you guys are doing right now to generate business. I'm going to say that this is the winner. Looks like most of you guys right now are doing cold calls, right? So I'm going to walk you through the way that I like to do cold calls and how I close deals. Who wants to hear that? Who wants to hear how to close a $5,000 monthly contract and a retainer and sign them up for a minimum of 6 months? Would you guys like to hear that? All right, here we go. All right, first thing I want to go over is whose time is super valuable right now? Who feels like cold calling throughout the entire day takes up a lot of time? Does it not? Right? Imagine making 100 phone calls a day only to get hung up on 80 times, maybe speak to 10 clients, maybe set up 1 appointment, maybe even speak to 1 person and possibly close a deal. If you are on the same page as me, put a 1 in the actual chat right now. Do you guys feel that that's your everyday struggle? For those of you guys who are doing cold calling, that all you're doing is just literally calling as many people as you can every single day? 1, 1, 1, 1, right? Okay, so wouldn't it be cool if I can show you guys how to actually create this system without having to make a phone call? Would you guys like that? Who would love that? Who would love to see how to actually cold call without cold calling? Drop a 1. Drop a yes. Show me some love, guys. Let's go. You got to pump me up if I'm going to be sharing this goods. All right, here we go, guys. So what most people fail to do is you, right there, you are the most important asset inside of your business. So the issue is if you are making the phone calls, then you don't have time to do anything else, right? So what I recommend doing, and this is what we've done, and I'm actually inside. I know it sounds crazy. Carlos, can you hit the back end of the GoPro for me? So I'm actually inside of our old call center. Let me know you got the GoPro on, Carlos. So I'm actually going to show you guys behind the scenes really quick. So I'm inside of there was literally cubicles all along this wall, all along this wall. We still have a couple in the back for our customer service reps. So there's about 5 cubicles in this back, and this room goes pretty far back, right? You can switch back in P&P, Carlos. And basically, guys, I used to do that for about 4 years. We used to do cold calling all day. We used to just cold call. And what we realized is when we were going out and I was cold calling, I didn't have enough time to do anything else. Or when my sales reps were cold calling, it would cost me hundreds of dollars a week to have really solid sales reps go out and cold call, right? So who think that that's crazy, right? Would you want to spend 40 hours a week just dialing? If you do not want to spend 40 hours a week dialing, put yes right now. Who's ever heard of this term called fronters? If you've heard of what a fronter is, put a 1. Awesome, guys. For those of you who do not know what a fronter is somebody that actually does the cold calling for you, does the screening, and sets up the appointment for the closer. You guys should not be cold calling. You should be warm calling, and you should be on scheduled appointments, okay? Now, I know most of you guys are like, well, how do I get somebody to do all the fronting for me, right? It's pretty simple. If you guys actually go to Upwork, which most of you might be familiar with, go to upwork.com, you can actually go out and hire VAs, which are virtual assistants, or like we did, you can actually look for a cold calling center, right? A call center that actually has reps already inside of the call center that will actually do all of the fronting for you guys, right? And these people might be in the Philippines, or they might be in India, or they might be in many different parts of the world, and you can find these people for about $3 to $5 an hour, okay? And they will make 100 cold calls for you every single day, if not more than that, and you just provide them either a data list, or you can use Sales Genie, and you can sign up for Sales Genie. I think it's like $100 a month or something like that, and you can go after specific niches, and you can have your fronters that you pay $3 to $5 an hour for calling and closing appointments for you and setting appointments for you guys. Who's done this before? Put a 1 if you've done this before. Yes, guys. So really, all you really have to do, guys, is you just go to Upwork, you find really good, solid call center employees. What I would recommend doing is don't hire people that aren't working inside of a call center. Don't hire people that are working from home. Go out and actually find people, find an actual call center that's established. Do a Skype call with the call center and look at the operations, look at the office, because a call center with an operation that's already built most likely is going to be a successful call center operation for you to actually go out and do all of your actual cold calling, okay? In our call center, we used to use a predictive dialer, which we used to make like 1,500 to 2,000 phone calls a day in our call center, okay, guys? Now, I'm going to go off of 1 rep just to do the math, and we're going to make it pretty simple, okay? So, essentially, if you can have if you can have 1 rep making 150 calls a day, what do you guys think an average conversion rate is on a rep making 150 calls a day? How many actual appointments do you think that will come out of this? How many appointments do you guys think? 5. What else? 5, 10%, 10%, 15, 15 to 15, 5 to 15. So, guys, the answer is it's up to you. You can literally get 1 lead or you can get 10 leads. It really depends on how your script is. And it depends on how you're structuring your script, right? So what we like to do is we like to go in and we like to actually provide value, okay? We like to provide value first instead of going in with every other cold calling tactic, which is, hey, my name is Bob, and I'm a web design company here in Miami, Florida, and I want to build you a new website because I think you need a new website. Guys, how many calls do you think they get like that a day? They're going to hang up on you right away, okay? You need to actually have a script that converts, okay? A script that converts is, hey, my name is Bob. I'm taking a look at your Bob's Landscaping Company out in Chicago, and I've done a little bit of research on your landscaping company. I took about 30 minutes and scanned through your website, and I see that you're having issue A, issue B, issue C. You're not coming up in the rankings. You're not coming up in any of the local listings. Plus, you're not doing any paid advertising, so you're missing out on a ton of potential clients that could be coming your way. I'd like to run a free visibility and a free scan report to actually show you how you can get better progress. It's completely free. Would you like to speak to one of our account executives to actually create a 30-page or a 50-page or a one-pager PDF report? And I can send it to you. It's completely free of charge. Now, how many people out of 150 calls per day, how many people do you actually think will take you up on that free report or the free offer, right? How many people, guys? So out of 150 hand dials, this is hand dialing, this is using your hand to dial, okay? Out of 150 hand dials, we actually used to get, ready for this? We used to get 1 appointment per day. 1 appointment per day. That's really crappy, guys, okay? But then something happened. We did something crazy, okay? Who wants to hear this crazy thing that we did? Drop a 1 right now if you want to hear the crazy thing that we did to actually 10x this number. So we actually signed up for a predictive dialer. And basically, guys, what a predictive dialer does is it actually makes those phone calls for you. It connects to your actual reps, and it round robins the calls, so they all get an equal amount of calls, but instead of the person actually hand dialing and waiting for the actual call to go through, live calls get transferred to them, okay? So now, this is what our stats look like. And we don't do this anymore because we're fully inbound now, but this is going to work perfect for you guys, okay? So now if you have, and I recommend probably not even doing this with 1 rep. I recommend doing this with at least 2 reps. Start off with 2 reps, okay? Go to Upwork, get 2 reps that are inside of a call center, okay? Then you can go sign up for this tool, which is called calltools.com. Or maybe not .com, but I don't know. Just Google Call Tools. You'll find them. You can even speak to our old rep, okay? I'll give you his name. His name is Chase, okay? Excuse the handwriting. His name is Chase. You can speak to him. Tell him Chad from Social Agency sent you. He'll hook you guys up, okay? 2 people inside of a call center. We used to do, with 2 people, about 800 calls per day. 800 calls per day. 800 calls per day, okay, guys? And out of those 800 calls per day, each and every rep used to book about 4 to 6 appointments per day. And out of those 8 to 6 appointments per day, guys, we used to have a skilled closer jump on the phone with those 4 to 6 appointments per day. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, an issue that you're going to run into here is people are not available when you call them back. You're going to have probably about 80% or 75-80% of the people that you actually call your 4 to 6 appointments are not available. Okay, so make sure that you get a CRM system. You can use Pipedrive. I think Pipedrive is like 12 bucks a month. Drop them into your CRM system, guys, and just keep following up with them every single day. Follow up with them every day. Fire off an email to them. Send them a text message. Go become friends with them on Facebook. Do whatever it is that you got to do. Make sure that you speak to these 4 to 6 people. Make sure you find a way to speak to them every single day. Okay, guys? Once we used to speak to these 4 to 6 people, even if you close one out of these 4 to 6 people, 4 to 6 scheduled appointments per day, okay? And each one of those appointments are between a half hour to a 1 hour slot, depending on how the conversation goes, right? Somebody can jump on the phone with you and hang up with you after 2 minutes. Or you can have a full-on conversation and go over the guy's entire website presence within 1 hour, right? And that's obviously a hot lead. So if you get 4 to 6 appointments, if you close one, guys, okay? If you close one of these per day, what do you guys charge for an average campaign? Let's say you're doing Facebook. What are you guys charging for Facebook campaigns? Go ahead and drop it in. Chad said 2K. 50%, 2,900, 2,500, one yellow Lamborghini, 2,500, 2,500. Okay, awesome, guys. Let's just say we use a roundabout, okay? Let's say we use 2K. Let's say you have a really shitty week and you don't close one a day, okay? Let's say you close one a week. Let's say you close 20% of what you thought you were going to close. What's 2K times 4, guys? Who wants to do the math for me, guys? What is 2K times 4? $8,000. Wouldn't it be cool if you can just keep stacking $8,000 a month in recurring business? And let's now dial in and see what your expenses would be on the 2K a month, okay? So we got 8K a month, okay? What's $3.50 times, we had our guys working 50 hours, and this would be on a weekly basis. What's $3.50 times 50 hours, guys? Can somebody do that math for me? $3.50 times 50. 350 times 50. How much is that? Somebody drop that in the chat for me really quick. 175 bucks, right? $175. What's 175 times 4, which is 4 weeks? $175 times 4, guys. Come on. What's 175 bucks times 4? 700, right? So it costs you $700 per rep for the entire month, okay? And then you're going to do this times 2, okay? So the price is $1,400. Costs you $1,400 to employ 2 reps full-time at 50 hours a week, not 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, that will call on your time zone, on your schedule, and will fill up your calendar. Does that not sound like a good deal, guys? Now, minus $1,400 from 8K. What's $1,400 minus $8,000, guys? $1,400 minus 8 grand. What is that? $6,600, right? Now I want you to do this. Minus your expenses of call tools. Call tools is, I think it's like $100 a rep, right? So minus another $200. Now you're left with $6,400. $6,400. Now, if you guys tell me that you can't spend one day to go on Upwork and find a couple of reps, train them on a script, QA all of their phone calls inside of Call Tools, and make yourself at a minimum of 8K a month, then you're in the wrong business. And I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys. If you don't have the dedication to go out and do that, we did that, but we did it times 13. We had 13 reps in this call center that I'm in. And that's reps that were closing. Then we had additionally, for every reps, we would have 2 fronters, okay? And we did that for a couple of years. And that's how we scaled our agency to hundreds of clients paying us on a recurring basis to service them. And that's all the way from Facebook ads to Google ads to website design to SEO to Google business listings, excuse me, guys, to tons of other services. And just so most of you guys know, I feel like shit. I'm completely under the weather, and I'm sick, but I'm still here, and I'm going to crush it for you guys right now. So excuse me for coughing and being out of breath. I apologize. Guys, this is simple, okay? Don't think that you can just, and I'll be completely honest with you, don't think it takes one day where you can just do it and run away and, you know, have your guys call and everything's all set. Go in and listen to the phone calls, QA all of the calls, tweak your scripts, keep doing this and perfect your system. Once your system is perfected, duplicate the model, hire more reps, hire more sales reps, close deals, make money. And then what's really cool about it, just go into DashClicks and just drop them in there once you sell the service and continue on and not have to worry about anything else, right? So a lot of the big agencies that have signed up for DashClicks, their main goal is, it's not fulfillment. It's not worrying about how do I hire 3 Facebook ad specialists and how do I hire an SEO expert and how do I hire a web designer. Their main concern is how do I actually go out and scale my sales and just let DashClicks do the rest. Does everybody agree with me that they can go out and just create a sales system like this, drop clients into DashClicks, maybe get one project manager once you start scaling up to have the communication between DashClicks and the client and not really have to worry about anything else? Drop a 1 in if you think that's a good idea. Guys, all right, that was just 1. Who wants to hear number 2? Who wants to hear the second little secret that I personally used to do when I started my agency and it brought me to probably 0 to 6 figures within a couple of months? Who wants to hear that?